the button. Oh, it hit the button. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bass Racing League. And of course, welcome back to round 5 at Golden State. Now, this race means so much because after this race, it is the top 35 reset, which basically means if you're in the top 35, you're in the show, guaranteed. And if you're not, well, you have to do the open race to race your way in. And this bubble picture is extremely interesting. Savage, why don't we go ahead go over this? I don't even know if you can see it that well.
Yeah, I can see it right on the cutoff. It Brian DeBeast in P35, and then it has unfortunately it has the 50 just below. But you have Malachi Wilson, Chaz, Jesse Strutz, and Nathaniel Graves, who would be losing the protections to Steele, Zyler, and Brian DeBeast.
And then there's another driver. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head who that driver would be that would also be gaining one. I don't remember.
They're higher in points.
That much higher in points. Not this is like the general scale of like who's probably in danger, who's probably not. Big things to note. Number one, Steele in the 32 did not qualify for this race. However, he does have a 20-point cushion. He should be fine. Zyler did qualify for this race, so he's good. Brian DeBeast in the 88 did qualify. However, Laney, who's tied with Brian, did not qualify. It's not the Laney, but the 52 did not qualify. Also, neither did the 99 or the 91 or 92. The 35 did, and so did the 30, but they're a little bit back of reasonable.
I don't see them making it in with this one race.
Yeah, I don't really see it. Watch out for Nathaniel Graves today. He did win a road course race last season, so he could win this thing and make it into the top 35, just as Helen Stockton did it. But Malachi, Chaz, Jesse, and like I said, Nathaniel are going to have to race their hearts out to be able to keep that protection and continue probably making the bosses happy, which is interesting because 3 of these guys are Team Minion cars.
Yeah, very, very true. Team Minion. Hoping for a little bit more luck, I guess.
Which is, it's, usually we talk about teams that are like solo, like one driver type deals, like Redline Racing and Joey Bob just carries the team. Sylvie Allen and Team Minion, we need to have a discussion, guys.
Yeah, Sylvie Allen's back has got to be hurting. Just from carrying that team on her back the entire season.
And seemingly have to do it again this season.
Yeah.
But with that being said, let's welcome you to the track here. Golden State. I love this road course. One of my favorites. Always provides phenomenal racing here. As you can go ahead.
Such a fun circuit to be at. Beautiful California. You see the little California mountains in the background there. Beautiful, beautiful facility.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's always beautiful here in California. Very nice and sunny up here in the booth. Let's hop on board with somebody who's a good candidate to hop on board with. We feeling Aiden Turner? I'm feeling Aiden Turner. Aiden Turner's gonna walk us through this lap real quick, and also we're doing this radio style, so we're gonna take this time to practice. Savage, you're up to bat.
Thank you for that. Aiden Turner's going to throw it off into this hard right-hand corner. You want to try to get not too low, but not run too high either. You don't want to be too far out so you can get into the grass. And then it's little left, right, left complex into this hard right-hand braking corner, into this little short shoot straightaway type thing, and then into another hard break, into a lighter braking zone, I should say. Little double apex Gotta be careful because that second apex can come up to bite you, and this is where I switch off with Ryan.
Now they're coming up here to this back straight, flat out through this left-hander up the hill. It takes bravery, especially with overtaking. You'll see it here today. Hard braking zone for this left-hander, sweeping left-hander. It's very hard to keep it inside the groove because if you go a little bit wide, that wall is really dang close. Right here, another sweeping left-hander. You'll see some chaos and issues, especially if they go 3 wide through that section. Now, an extremely long sweeping right-hander. There's a lot of sweeping corners, which allows great overtaking in these cars. I mean, just look at the sweeping. Of course I did. Love you too. Shout out Mama Beast. We love you. Through the final corner, sweeping right-hander. You got to make sure you can be able to put the power down on the straightaway, and that is a lap around Gordon State. I apologize for the little interruption there.
It's all good. And you hear the cars bottoming out on that front straightaway. You're so hard on the gas that the car just likes to bottom out, especially on fresh tires, low air pressures. Gonna be interesting.
Oh, it's gonna be fun indeed. Let's go ahead and see Quinn Allen, fastest in practice.
Not
Thus
much of a
far.
shock right there.
But Kenny Knight P2, that is a little bit of a shock.
That's definitely so. Noah Aiden Turner P27, 28. Malachi Wilson P10. Reed Allen P5. Yeah, that's normal road course lineup right there.
Yep, Miguel P3, Nathaniel Graves P4, Reed Allen, Ty, Kaylee, McKenna, Raymond. Yeah, Malachi rounds out the top 10. Slowest goes to Mercer Gray.
Game 41st. I'm somehow not last. I'm ahead of Brian.
Oh.
I'm ahead of Brian DeBeast.
I don't feel like sitting here for 6 minutes for qualifying. So let's get in through to this. And it is a Gabby pole position.
That is a very interesting pole position right there. So how the heck am I starting top 20 on a road course?
I do not know. However, here is your top 10 qualifiers. Gabby Zeiler, Reed Allen, Nicholas Shockey, Malachi Raymond, Quinn Allen, Kenny Knight, Shelby, and Brian DeBeast, top 10.
And slowest, and you can see the rest of your up right there, but your slowest qualifier is John C. Lankerby up. What on earth happened to John C?
I'm going to take a guess and say that, oh, yeah, he blew an engine.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Mercer
still fun to watch John C. Lanker try to come from the back
to the front.
Gonna be very fun to see. He is a decent little road course racer, so.
He is. And here we are in happy hour. Because I don't know about you, Savage, but I want to find out who's going to be happiest in this hour. Right now, it is Nathaniel Graves who needs this, and he does get it fastest in happy hour.
Second quickest goes to Ty, then it's Malachi Wilson, Shelby, Quinn Allen, Sylvie Allen, Reed Allen. A lot of Allens right there. Nicholas Shockey, Kenny Knight, and Zeiler rounding out your top 10. You can see the rest of your order right there. Ezra slowest in happy hour. Mercer Gray picked up a few spots.
He's not last. All right, Savage. I got a question for you. Who's gonna win?
And what? Who's gonna win?
Yes, sir.
McKenna.
Whoa! Gonna take the part. Where even is McKenna? There she is. Gonna take the part-timer. The road course ringer.
Road course ace. It's gonna be fun to watch her try to drive through the field. She knows how to get it done on these types of tracks. Gonna be very interesting to see.
Absolutely. I think, for me, there's a lot of storylines going into this race. There's a lot of really good road course ringers. Raymond, winner at road courses. You got Gabby, winner at road courses. You got Quinn Allen, winner at road courses. An underrated road course racer is Otis. In fact, he won Bump Truck's golden race here last year at Golden State. I could see him being a threat. Looking throughout the field here, there's some names that kind of catch my attention. Watching out for Nathaniel Graves in this race. He's a road course winner. Finn, road course winner. In fact, won the first ever road course race at Sonoma. But to me, starting up at the front matters. That's why I'm taking Reed Allen.
That's a very good pick. It's gonna be fun to see who ends up farther up. But Brian,
What?
who's gonna be jumping from the front to the back?
Well, I hate to do it to him, but I'm going to go right back here to this 58. Because I forgot a major storyline. Casey's injured. So it's Jasper Wow in the 58 this week.
Oh yeah.
Kind of completely forgot about that. We love Jasper. Had a solid truck race, I think. I don't even remember, to be honest. I don't think I called his name like at all. But known as a pretty good road course ringer, so I have some expectations from him. However, I don't have a whole lot of expectations for Raymond, and here's why. Last season, if you remember, here at Golden State, there was beef between Gabby and Raymond. Raymond ended up winning the race after wrecking Gabby under caution. I'm not saying nothing, but I wouldn't be shocked if we see that again.
Very true. My pick to go from the front to the back, Zyler. From the front row. He just has not had luck.
True. May not have that race pace.
That car is just, it's good, but it's not race winning good. I think he's going to end up in the back plate because he's probably going to, have a bad pit stop, get sent to get stuck mid pack and get involved in a wreck.
Hey, okay, that's fair. I mean, he is driving the same car McKenna is. So, there's irony. Yeah. With that, who's going to go from the back to the front, Savage?
I'm looking at the very back, and John C. Linker. New engine inside that motor racing vehicle. John C. Linker's an underrated road course racer.
Yeah.
Look for John C. to work his way to the front.
Very true. I'm going to take a lot of really good options. Obviously, I noted on Finn and Nathaniel Graves. However, I'm going to take Miguel to move up. I don't know why. I'm getting that vibe from him today. I think he could put some pressure on the guys in front. Sly Racing is known as a really good road course program. So I wouldn't be surprised if, he's going to be able to continue his teammates' excellence. Obviously, his teammates had a really good qualifying. Raymond's up here, Quinn's up here. I don't remember. Jackson Alvarado's more towards the back, but he's never been known as a road course ringer. But Miguel's been pretty solid at road courses. I think he just had a rough qualifying. I'm taking Miguel.
Very, very interesting. Command has been given. Engines are being fired up to life. Pace car is zooming away.
Sam is still driving the fastest he's ever driven.
Things you love to see, but I'm going to pass it over to the man that's going to take us to the green, Ryan.
Of course, Gabby is going to have the inside line in turn 1. Inside line is the dominant line through 1 and 2, and that's going to be extremely important on this restart. It is a Pontiac number 1 here in first position, and a Chevy on the outside. Gabby's a really good road course ringer. I'm intrigued to see how this goes as we come up to the start-finish line, because we are racing.
Gabby leads him down. Malachi Wilson sending it 3 wide into turn 1. Going for P number 2. Aggressive early on. Gabby's going to cover it off. Malachi Wilson completes the move into P number 2. And now the top 3 get single filed out. Top 5 get single filed out now, actually. As the battle is raging between teammates. Raymond and Quinn Allen. And that does not last long right there. Quinn Allen's going to clear, but Shelby's going to try to stuff the nose in there. Is going to make it happen. Nicholas Shockey making a move on Zyler up there for P number 4 is not quite going to get there.
What a start for Malachi Wilson, be able to jump up to P2. He needs to be aggressive. He's down in points. I mean, the words are not coming to my mind how aggressive he needs to be in this one. Meanwhile, Zyler and Nicholas Shockey still battling it out for right now, P4. However, Zyler may end up clearing as he does. Brilliant move by the 54. That outside line did not help him on that start, but now he can begin rebuilding and moving back forward. McKenna's had a pretty solid start trying to go around the outside of Quinn Allen. Quinn's going to give it a squeeze job. Oh, we're making contact almost up into the wall. Shelby's going down pit road, lap 1. Oh, we have problems. Problems in the sand trap. Oh, Quinn, no, Quinn. That's a wall.
That is going to be a caution. Quinn Allen.
It's not quite a caution yet. They haven't called a caution, so I'm lucky enough to stop this now, so I can turn on the better cautions mod. Eventually, when it loads, when it decides that it wants to be my friend today.
I guess Brian's computer has a concussion as well.
All right, we good now.
Was that a bad one? Was that a bad?
No,
joke?
that was good. That was good. I laughed. All right, let's continue. As everyone's just trying to navigate this.
In the middle of the racetrack, Quinn Allen is not going to make it back around to pit road. That will inevitably bring out a caution. Shocked BUMCAR officials haven't called it yet, as we have a battle for the race lead. Gabby and Malachi Wilson side by side. Gabby got a good run on the outside of that, but she's going to be on the outside of this corner as well. But she's going to try to drive it in there. Going to send it. Still side by side. This allowing Reed Allen to be into the fight. Malachi Wilson's going to clear on the exit.
Not quite. Look at the run Gabby has. Able to run traction through that corner. Malachi's going to stick it around the outside. They're still side by side. What a brawl. Meanwhile, no caution. Screw you. I'd love to see it. Malachi versus Gabby. They are still even. Dead even, by the way. Nobody's been able to gain an inch or do anything. Gabby may be able to clear right here, right now, but now Reed Allen's going to try to go around the outside. I don't quite know if that's the move. Actually, Reed Allen grips up great around the outside. Malachi's slow. He's going to clear. Oh, but here comes Malachi back down to the inside. Aggressive as always. He needs to push that car to its max. Reed Allen going to send one round the outside. It has a lot of speed down the front stretch.
Reed Allen trying to clear Malachi Wilson. Zyler looking low. Thinks better of it right there. Zyler just waiting in the wings, trying to follow Malachi Wilson through through the opening laps, the opening sector of the lap. As Gabby's out to a second lead. Malachi Wilson is clear. Reed Allen and now starts to track down Gabby. Zyler clears through, and now they're back to being single file. Don't want to wear your stuff out too early, but you don't want to be too lenient so that way you lose time. You want to find the right balance as Gabby still leads.
Speaking of the devil, Quinn Allen is looking rough for wear right now. I want to take a moment to actually look back at the accident here because I have zero clue what happened here. This was interesting.
They had been making contact. They had made contact through the entire last half of the lap. Quinn Allen contact right there with McKenna. More contact with McKenna. Gets to the outside. Quinn Allen just tries to squeeze. Just road course racing out's finest. More door-to-door contact. And then Quinn Allen just tries to clears himself. McKenna does not take too kindly to that. I think McKenna throws it in here. Yep.
It punts him.
McKenna did not take kindly to the way she was being raced right there.
I mean, you can't exactly blame her, but you also can blame her. She is a part-time car racing against a full-time driver. I mean, Quinn most definitely wouldn't be too happy about that. Just
Yeah,
just runs
no,
through him.
McKenna just punts her.
So yet
McKenna just
another
punts him.
Sly Racing rival. I mean, but look. To be fair,
But
like
he
she
cleared
could have
himself.
dumped. Yeah, she could have dumped him way before this. Oh yeah, just
And then she just, yeah, no,
runs right through
that's
him. Oh,
right there.
genius
Good
play.
run boys by the rest of the field too. Holy, I think that was Sean that barely missed it.
I'm intrigued to see how this goes with Quinn trying to get back on pit road.
I don't know if he's gonna make it. Gabby's gonna come running up to him, I think.
Right now, Reed Allen down to the inside, trying to get back past around Zyler. This top five has been absolutely going to war lately. He's going to pull off. There, he's good. Never mind. We good. And now Shocky's going to try to take advantage. He's going to try to go around the outside with a brilliant clear around Zyler. However, he is indeed keeping the door open. Also, let's shout out some other good starts right now. Kenny Knight, Otis has jumped up pretty good. Brian the Beast looking good. Jasper's up here. How we doing? Raymond did not have a good start. He's fallen back. Fizz is P17. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about Cody Goforth being P19.
Go
Meanwhile,
for it, having
further
a really
down
good
the pack,
run
they got
on
through.
a
Oh, yeah.
free wide. Oh boy, Isabel battling with the Dodge teammate, an affiliate teammate, and Noah, and the 33 Miguel. They're both gonna clear Miguel. Great job right there. Miguel's gonna get punted almost by John C. Linker right there. John C. Linker on the charge right now. John C's not taking any prisoners. Gonna be side by side with Miguel. Not gonna quite get the run, but the battle back there is with Jackson Alvarado and Gideon Struts. Is Gideon gonna be able to hang it on the inside for this next corner? Gideon, not known as a road course racer, did a great job right there to clear Jackson Alvarado.
My apologies, Savage, for kind of screwing you up there just a little bit because Brian completely forgot to transfer his radio over. But McKenna has fallen all the way back here to P24 after the little incident. That's why I really wanted to come back here and highlight. She's struggling. Oh, speaking of struggling, Joey Bob's was in the grass. I don't really know what was up with his strategy, but let's head back up to the front of the pack here. Everyone's racing, doing stuff, and it is still Gabby with a dominant lead. Nicholas Shockey, however, looking to be aggressive, basically pushing Zyler down the front stretch.
Zyler being bump drafted by Nicholas Shockey down the front stretch. A little bit of contact right there, trying to move him out of line. I don't think Zyler's going to take too kindly to that. Zyler does not like being pushed around, but he's just going to take it and roll with it. Nicholas Shockey look for some payback later on. Kenny Knight working his way up into this fight. These three under a blanket. Gabby with a 9/10 of a second lead over Malachi Wilson. Then it's another 5/6 back to Reed Allen. And then Zyler is 2 seconds back.
Yeah, this front of the pack has been able to get away. I mean, most of the mid pack right now is usually battling just because, I mean, how many cars they are. Most of them are single filed out, at least at this moment. As we're coming back here, Jackson Alvarado and Gideon battling it out. There's Shelby, who had to pit for some reason. We haven't quite got confirmation on why she pitted. Let me hit up my researcher here. I'm getting reports. Okay. I just got reports. Shelby had a fuel pump issue and an oil leak issue. So they went down pit road, opened up the hood, and fixed that real quick. However, now she's going to be out of contention. I don't think she's a lap down, luckily. Meanwhile, Quinn has indeed retired from this one. Great start by Sly Racing and Quinn Allen.
Very, very, very true. Gabby starting to lose a little bit of time to Malachi Wilson. Is Gabby trying to save her stuff, or is Malachi pushing too hard? Gonna wear his stuff out early. 7/10 of a second lead. Now, to Gabby Reed Allen is 7/10 back of Malachi Wilson right there. I apologize about almost butchering that. Nicholas Shockey and Zyler still back there under a blanket with Kenny Knight right there with them. Brian DeBeast actually making his way up there, doing a really solid job, just doing what he needs to in that 88. Remember, he's in that bubble hunt for the top 35. Brian, Road Course King, what can I say?
I don't quite know if you can call him a road course king. Audis is having a great race right now. Top 10 run for him. He's been quite good. Let's talk about his teammate Chaz. I saw back here him and Jerry Farrell. Wow. Were battling it out there momentarily until Jerry got past. I am surprised no one tried to pull any shenanigans there, and potentially try and wreck anyone. Meanwhile, Anna Struts versus Raymond. Raymond's going backwards here. I don't know what's up with him. He really didn't have a whole lot of pace in the truck race. He filled in for Sam Stockton in the truck race and was expected to be a threat. Really was never a threat in that race and is now falling back. He started, top 10? Now he's P15.
Yeah, Raymond's starting to fall off a cliff right now. This is two completely different cars though, because a truck or a car handle completely differently, different body styles, different driving abilities. So Raymond's might just be struggling right now, but Anna Struts is on a tear, trying to fly up through the field, maybe trying to gain a few more spots for this round of pit stop. So he might have coming up here shortly. So he could have go for it back there. I think he's gained a couple of spots throughout the start of this event.
P19.
Gained one spot.
Yeah.
Better than nothing. Go for it, just trying to be calm. Gabby still leads 6/10 of a second.
Absolutely. Yeah, fuel run. We're gonna be waiting here for a second. We won't see pit stops for quite a minute. However, that does mean later pit stops sets up for who can make those sprint runs and who can get out there. Somebody like Malachi, who's thus far in the short term at least, has been really fast. As Brian stumbles over his words because he cannot speak because he is just stupid and sped and all that goody stuff. Shout out Shockey right now, P4. He's been very consistent. He's begun to pull away from Zyler.
Very true. Zyler might be trying to save his equipment because it's a big deal. Because tires will make or break your race. You want fresh tires. You want to have the freshest tires you can possibly have. And Zyler might just be trying to save his stuff, or he might just be falling off. That could just be a skill issue. I'm not sure. I'm not driving that car, so I really can't speak for him. Gap is down to 6/10 of a second. Jasper Wow making a move on Michaela Richardson. That's a battle I didn't think I'd be speaking about today. Good job by Jasper trying to get around. Gonna be on the inside, gonna clear Michaela Richardson.
Michaela gonna fight back out the traction out of that corner. That outside line, if you can really get the power down on exit, you can fight it. But here comes Jasper. Wow, what a move around the outside. Michaela's still there, kept a nose in there. And now they're gonna be side by side through the double left-handers, as we all know. That's the only turns that these guys can make. Actually, that's a lie because bump car drivers can't turn at all because they just suck. And now Jasper is actually going to end up losing out to Kaylee as well, which you hate to see. Also, Anna Struts and Raymond were back battling again. We got some chaos moving on back here. Sylvie Allen is beginning to drive up through the pack, which does not bode well for the rest of this field.
Classic Sylvie Allen race, gonna be side by side. This is gonna be a good battle to watch throughout this race. How long does it take Sylvie Allen to work from where she started tonight, which was deep in the field, to up to the front? Jazz getting sent out wide. I believe that is Fizz tugging up underneath. not going to be able to get there this go around. Nothing to do with that on that occasion. But Chaz trying to hold off is going to be right there. And look who's waiting in the wings right behind these guys. Cody Goforth. Quiet day so far, but just having a good time riding around, just picking them off one by one as he gets to them. Gabby still leads, 6/10 of a second lead. Gap stayed the exact same.
Yeah, Gabby's just left the field up here. Has done a great job. I do want to also mention someone else who's doing a great job. Is McKenna. She is driving up through the pack. So is Nathaniel Graves. He's also moving up. So is Finn. Probably some of the biggest movers. And I knew I should have taken them by one to go with someone different. And now Miguel is letting me down in P35.
Dylan Chauncey's letting me down.
I don't know why you put that much faith into him. Really shouldn't have.
Be better than that, to be honest. I mean, still a long way to go. Gabby still out in front. I think I may have jumped over you, but
You're good.
It's fine. Malachi Wilson lost about 800 that last time by. Gabby's starting to push it a little bit more, possibly. Trying to extend that gap. Try to get as comfortable as she possibly can, just in her rhythm. Just gotta stay in your rhythm. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry about that. That one came out last second. Gabby just trying to hang on over Malachi Wilson. Top three have pulled away from the rest of the field. Reed Allen is tagging along right behind Malachi Wilson, but a little bit back, almost a second behind. But just having a good time just riding around.
Yeah, I mean, he really doesn't have to do anything. Doesn't have to stress the car right now since he has a ginormous gap back to Nicholas Shockey, who is pulling away, albeit he does seem to be on a drive. Right now, looking throughout the pack here, seeing what other dumb crap people are doing dumb crap things. Thus far, the answer is none. They've kind of single filed out, spread it out a little bit, which makes it interesting. I'm interested to see the fuel runs and what the strategy decides. They can go to about lap 30 on fuel, but this is a 45-lap race. Do they try and go pit lap 15 and go with an undercut? Or Savage, could we see him maybe pit late and try to go for the overcut?
I don't think the overcut's going to work here, unfortunately. Only way that would work is maybe a couple overtimes. Overcut's not going to work. I don't think undercut's going to work either because you'll be cutting it really close with an overtime. I think pitting maybe 29-30 would be the best bet here so you can plan for a possible overtime. Malachi Wilson gained 0.2 of a second that last time by. So Malachi Wilson is there on Gabby. I don't know if Malachi started pushing a little bit harder or if Gabby made a mistake somewhere in the lap because Malachi is there and he is ready to fight and pounce anytime Gabby makes any sort of a mistake.
Yeah, Malachi's just keeping that pressure, keeping Gabby honest is very important. But you have to remember, Gabby is a veteran. She is a race winner, I believe, at Watkins Glen last season, if I'm not mistaken. She's a veteran. She knows what she has to do and how to do it. Malachi hasn't won in a little bit, so Malachi may be the guy who's a little bit more on the jumpy side. He hasn't won since like race 6, I think season 1. I think he won at Las Vegas, if I'm not mistaken, in a photo finish with Gideon Struts. Crazy that I just casually pulled that out from 2 years ago, but can't remember something that happened last week.
Concussion
things. Looking throughout this pack, man, Sylvie Allen is driving through. Chaz is going to have to pick up his performance probably just a little bit, especially with that 88 ahead of him right now. He may be outside the top 35 in points.
Very true. 88 doing what he needs to. I'm sure his spotter is telling him where Chaz is at on the track. Gap actually extended by a tenth, by 0.11 tenths of a second that last time by. So Gabby might have made a mistake the lap previous, which allowed Malachi to get in close, or maybe Malachi made a mistake. Again, you never know. We are not driving these cars, but it is very interesting to see. these guys having a battle. This is very fun to watch. This battle for the race lead could be changed any moment.
I'm sorry. My dog just attacked me. That was great. How rude of my stupid dog. Here, let's hop on board with Isabel. She's going to try and get past Aiden Turner. Putting pressure on the Savage Racing driver. Obviously, Isabel is a Savage Racing developmental driver. Has done solid over these last few races. At least I would say. I'm not the one in charge of the driver moves and stuff like that. That would be Mr. Savage, who's in the booth with me. But she's done pretty solid ever since getting to the 1. And considering what she left in the 25 and Packin' Motorsports, she really hasn't been that bad. Meanwhile, Aiden Turner having not really the greatest race, P31. So nothing really to flex or write home about for him. And he's given up a lot of time and a lot of opportunities to this 1, potentially to make a sin job down into potentially turn number 1.
That is right. Isabel doing what she needs to in that 1 car, just getting the experience, getting all the laps she can under her belt. This is her first season in BUMCAR. Man, she's been in Bum Truck, but never. Or no, this is her return to BUMCAR. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I apologize. It's been a long couple years, okay, guys? Isabel just trying to.
Well, it's not like she was relevant last time she was here.
Yeah, fair enough.
DNQ'd the first 8 races.
Yeah, fair enough. Just like she did this year too, I guess.
Well, she DNQ'd the first 2.
Yeah. As the 72 is going to make a move around Sean, trying to get there. I'm going to jump over Brian a little bit because he jumped in on mine.
Yep.
Sean going to try to clear into the sweeping left hand, but the absolute power on the outside. 72 is going to be side by side with Sean.
Absolutely. I'm perfectly okay with Savage doing that because I love cutting people off because I hate all of you. No, I'm joking. As Sean with a brilliant clear of Ty. Now here comes Fred Farrell, his teammate. Going side by side. Meanwhile, up here, they are stacking up. Look at Nathaniel Graves. He's looking to put some pressure on the top 20 here. However, he needs a better run than just a top 20 to be able to get into the top 35 in points. He needs a far better run, in fact.
And the gap back from Gabby to Malachi Wilson has extended quite a bit over the last couple laps. Reed Allen starting to close the gap down to Malachi ever so slowly, and coming up to lap 15. That Nicholas Shockey we look at right there, trying to, solid run for him so far today. Look back through the field, see what your favorite driver is running here in Golden State Motorsports Park. We see Jasper Auer, Wayne Raymond, Anna Strutz, Chaz, Sylvia Allen, Biz, Cody Goforth right there. Jesse Strutz making a great run. And like Brian said, Nathaniel Graves.
Absolutely. Jesse Strutz is another person who is on that outside looking in here. And right now at top 20, I don't know if that's going to be able to cut it. I mean, it's going to be insanely close for this cutoff right now. I do want to shout out how far Reed Allen and this top 3 have just been able to put on Nicholas Shockey. 3 seconds, dude. Meanwhile, Shockey, I thought for a second he was going to pit there. He's kind of slow on the inside, and that's usually the universal sign that he's going to go down pit road. My question is to you, Savage, if I can go ahead and find it real quick. McKenna, up to P23, marching back up through the pack. Does she have the pace, do you think, to be able to win the race like you predicted?
I mean, she's been working her way up after her little incident, her little shunt with Quinn Allen. If she plays her strategy right and cautions fall her way, she very well might have a chance because she is definitely a great driver. She is running a different line than the car in front of her right there. I'm not sure if that was intentional or if that was just her messing it up. again, you never know what's going on with these drivers. McKenna just trying to drive away up. Strategy could play a factor. It's bum car after all. Pit strategy can change on a dime. As you see, a couple cars starting to stack up behind could go fourth.
Absolutely. I mean, hell, Helen Stockter is now. Helen Stockter? Helen Stockton is a race winner now because of pit strategy, which makes me depressed. However, I do want to do something here for this next lap, since now we are 15 laps in, as for some reason Raymond can't apex a corner to save his life. We haven't done this in a little bit, Savage. I think it's the first time we'll be doing it this season. It's time to crank it up.
That was a great lap. We see, as we saw in the Crank It Up, Jasper Wow and Raymond having a battle. Jasper Wow started to pull away from Raymond a little bit. Raymond looks to be better in this back half of the course than Jasper Wow is. But we also saw during that Crank It Up that Malachi Wilson gained a little bit of time on Gabby. Not much, but any little bit counts. I'm so sorry about that again. That is the second time I've done that. That has rooted me. Malachi Wilson trying to hang on.
Yeah, Reed Allen fell like way off there. That was very interesting. I'm concerned to see what actually happened with this 24. He seems to be going a lot slower. Maybe he was pushing to stay up with the pack. I don't really know. Tires are beginning to take effect. In fact, they're running laps that are 6 seconds slower than their fastest lap. So you could definitely tell that the laps are ticking up, and tires are an issue right now. Allow me to check and make sure that what the fuel run is. It is indeed 30 laps here.
I was wondering where you're gonna go with that.
As Ty has now gone past Fred Farrell, and here comes Aiden Turner, trying to use the open door as an opportunity to try and get up into the top 30.
30 is an open door for the 06. Nope. Looks like we have one person possibly coming in. I saw a pit sign down on the ground. I'm not sure what that's all about. Nobody comes in this time. Maybe that's the... You see that, right?
Yeah. I see you. Also, wait. Shelby. Sorry.
No, you're good. Shelby has caught up with the pack, actually. She's been driving really well. Very impressive right there by Shelby. She's going to try to make a move on Ezra. Not going to be able to get it done this time by. Going to look to the outside here. I was wondering why that was happening, but these three are way off the back of the pack. Oh.
What?
I saw the 18 was behind these guys, I believe.
No,
I know.
he's not.
Anyways, it's your time.
It is my time. Look at Shelby just putting the pressure on. I think due to her slightly fresher tires, but also she qualified quite well. She is better at the road courses than most. So good to see that she's actually made her way back up into this race, or maybe it's just because Ezra and Mercer are just that slow. Meanwhile, up here, McKenna's gotten past both Nathaniel and Jesse, and this has become very interesting. She is now top 20, and she's marching back up through the pack.
And go for it being nice and calm, nice and smooth, just staying right there in front. But McKenna, I think McKenna is the faster car than Goforth is at the moment. So I think Goforth realizes that, and I don't think he'll move over, but he won't make it super, super difficult for her to pass. I guess we're going to see here in maybe a lap or two. See McKenna on the bumper, that 60. McKenna is definitely a better road course racer than Goforth is. Goforth is not one of the best, is not a good road course racer. He's okay at them. He's not. Goforth's really good at the speedways, and that's about it.
Yeah, and especially when you pinned up against one of the best road course ringers in the whole series of the Bass Racing League, yeah, you're probably going to have issues. Meanwhile, Raymond and Jasper Wow are going to have that battle now that we teased a few laps ago, and Raymond's just going to go, hasta la vista, you son of a bitch, and will gladly take that position. Shocky's driven completely away. By the way, Reed Allen's falling back. Look at Malachi. Malachi's still keeping Gabby honest and keeping that pressure applied. Eventually, as these tires wear out, this pressure may be too much for the 13 to handle.
13 is a veteran, like you said earlier. I think the 13 is going to handle it just fine. And I think these drivers and pit crews are doing the strategy that I said. Pit at lap 30. Guarantee you can make it all the way, even with overtimes. But Malachi Wilson just, I say, just calm, just like saying hello. Knowing, keeping his car right in that rear view mirror of that 13 car. So knowing what he needs to do. But Gabby, once again, is a veteran of the sport, knows how to get it done around a road course. Done to see what happens and where he goes.
Absolutely, these guys are having a great fight. Speaking of fights, here we go between two young guns and future prospects of the sport, Kenny Knight and Zyler. And Kenny Knight's going to have the bravery to try and drive all the way, the long way around, the outside. Can Zyler get late on the brakes? He can, but it's not going to be enough. Kenny Knight is going to clear from the outside. The absolute bravery and balls on this man have to be duly noted, okay? He's done a phenomenal job in that 36 today, especially compared to where his teammates are. Considering one of them is basically dead last. Finn's kind of dropping back, but he's beginning to put pressure and move forward. And then you have Ezra's light years back here. Where is Shelby?
And like we said...
Whoa. Did Shelby pit? Shelby pitted. So she's going to go for the undercut strat.
Interesting, and like we were talking about before we switch back to the Malachi Wilson Gabby move battle, McKenna got around Cody Goforth. We had pit stops. Gabby comes in. I believe Malachi Wilson stayed out. No, he didn't. Malachi Wilson's starting to roll now. Gabby rolls too. Malachi's going to be there. This is the closest he's been all race long. To Gabby. Gabby versus Malachi Wilson. Fresh tire battle. Here we go. Malachi Wilson right on the backbone of Gabby. Wants to try to get around Gabby as soon as possible. He's going to make the look to the inside. Going to slide a little bit on exit. Not quite going to be there. But Gabby knows he is right there. And will battle with him all the way. Gideon struts might play a factor. Gideon struts on older tires than these two. Gideon's going to take the outside. Going to block that Gabby. That might hold Gabby up. Malachi going to try to throw it on the outside. I apologize.
It's all good. I mean, just look at the fresh tires and how much they are using them at the moment. Gabby is able to get around Gideon, and it shows how far Gideon was off because Gideon hasn't made his pit stop yet and is now being lapped by he's being lapped. Well, passed. Yeah, it would be passed. Here comes Reed Allen. Gideon needs to get out of the way. He is slow car.
Gideon's technically not lapped yet, so he is allowed to race with these guys for position. He's coming in this time.
I mean, is it smart to race, though, and now just absolutely kill the great battle that we were sure to have, and now Gabby's extended her lead by like 1,000 over the whole pack.
Brian DeBeest got the point for the lap lead right there, so that's going to be massive in terms of the top 35 battle as he's exiting pit road right now. See little battles, Zyler and Otis. Not even much of a battle. Zyler just flies around the outside. Good lord. Otis is not gonna be able to hang tight with that 54. That 54 is on another level, clear of Otis. As we head into the sweeping right to head down to a little short shoot, little double apex action. Otis gonna try to get there, but Zyler's gonna hang on in front of Otis.
I also do want to notice that there was some tire marks back there. I think someone may have went off. You could see those tire marks faintly in that corner. I think someone had some issues. But
maybe
now
Sylvie Allen? Because she dropped back a lot.
Oh, I think it's Ezra, because Ezra's got damage.
I think we found the culprit.
He's got significant damage. I don't think those tires were very happy.
I don't think so either. Maybe some contact. Oh! Nicholas Sharkey! Was running P3 before the pit stops, trying to maneuver slower cars that had not made their pit stops yet. Yeah, you can see Ezra's just babying it around the corner. Nicholas Sharkey closing speed and just takes him, and Nicholas Sharkey goes around too. Nearly puts into the wall. That is massive for the top 5 battle. He has dropped all the way back to the 18th position. Gabby's lead is 1.9 seconds. Redown's P3, 3.98 back. Go for it, battling with Brian DeBeast. I don't know what position that's for. That's for P11?
Yeah.
Go for it around the outside. Go for it looking for a career best road course finish. Brian DeBeast is going to hang on in that spot.
It looks like, I don't know what lap Cody Goforth pitted on. However, I think the guys who pitted that first lap, i.e. the leaders, Gabby, Malachi, Reed, all are set up way ahead. Also, there's Ezra, now back out on track with fresh tires. However, is probably going to be a moving chicane throughout this race. Is officially, I believe, a lap down as well. Indeed. Kenny Knight, his teammate, now has to try and get around him. And I don't know if Ezra is going to be the kindest when it comes to letting his teammate by. I just have an odd feeling.
I mean, Ezra just got dumped by a lead lap car, so obviously he's not going to be too happy. Yeah, he just running his line in front of that 36, who is clearly the better car. Like, by far the better car of the two. 38's just going to hold him up, and that might not make Kenny Knight too happy. I'm expecting a little bit of contact possibly later on as we go farther, and Kenny Knight just trying to get around Ezra, who is wrecked. Ezra's car is torn to bits. That car is going to be moving chicane. Going to be very interesting to see. Kenny Knight trying to get around Ezra, not going to get it this time by.
I mean, Extra Racing is probably going to have a team meeting very soon, because I don't think Kenny Knight's going to be too happy with Ezra. He may just try to beat him over the head with whatever he can find, try to have a Sly Racing type fight where they have, for some reason, well, not for some reason, because they keep costing them race victories and whatnot. Sly Racing has chose violence against their engineers and their engine builders of all three programs, because they've just had horrendous luck this season. And yeah, I mean, recently there's been fights, and lots of them. Like Royce and Dean, who just elected to beat the piss out of him after the Bumcar race.
I'm going to step away for a few minutes. I have to take care of something. You take over from right now.
I can go ahead and do that. I mean, and then like Sam got super pissed because I don't even remember whose race was ended from his team because of a mechanical failure. And it ended up just not going well for the poor engineers. Just abuse. Savage is having to step out of the booth. I think he's getting me some chicken wings, which would be lovely. Maybe some In-N-Out. Ooh, we are in California. As Otis and Michaela Richardson battling it out. But here comes Jerry Farrell down to the inside. We know how these two teams get along. He's going to slide up almost into him. Almost a little bit of contact there. These guys never too happy with each other. Otis is going to give him the squeeze up the hill. Jerry Farrell is not going to be able to pass for that position. Meanwhile, Raymond's beginning to make his march up to the front. Down to the inside he goes, setting himself up for the outside in this next corner. And also, I don't know what happened to Otis. He just casually lost the position without me even noticing. As Raymond goes around the outside of Zeiler, brilliant move from the 47. Actually, never mind. Zeiler's going to still be there, trying to put the power down on the straight. However, doesn't quite. Never mind, he's there. He's there. Now, whoever has the biggest balls into this braking zone, going to shove him out wide, does Zeiler. And Raymond's going to have to struggle around the outside, and he's going to drop that position quite easily to Zeiler. Zeiler is now up to P5. A brilliant run for him. Malachi is chopping down the time of Gabby. Meanwhile, looking throughout the pack here, Fred Farrell did not have a good pit stop. Noah did not really have a good pit stop. Mercer actually got up there a little bit. He gained some positions. So we're watching
Sean
here. Oh, hello.
Hello. Sean had an okay pit stop, right about where he was, a little bit farther up than where he was running, because he was right behind. I think he was a little bit ways behind Jesse, who had a terrible pit stop. You're good to speak again, by the way.
Oh yeah, it is my turn. Oh no! What is up with the 60? Oh, he's slow. Big time slow. And it looks like there's some fluid coming out of the back of the car. And he may have an engine problem.
He had just come over the radio saying the car feels like it's running sour. And it does end up sour. heartbreaker for that 60, who's having such a good day, and it just goes from good to horrendous. Heartbreaker for that 60, who's running P13 at the time, I believe.
Indeed. Was running great. Had a great race going. Are you slow for a while now? Let's watch on board here. Yeah, you could just... The car just didn't go.
React.
You hate to see that. Another Cody Goforth issue. And that's going to put him on the sidelines here. Not the greatest start for that 60 this season.
It's been... I mean, he had a P2 in Daytona, and then it's been downhill from there. I think Goforth's ready to get out of California.
Maybe gamble it all away in Vegas.
As you see, Malachi Wilson trying to close the gap a lot to Gabby right there. This is the battle for the win. Nobody is within 5 seconds. Like, they're in two completely different zip codes right now. This is going to be very interesting to see how long it takes. Malachi Wilson, I am so sorry, I almost added another Struts to the series. Malachi Wilson to catch up to Gabby as we head down the backstretch.
I mean, the gap is way down. I will give it that. It was about a second and a half, almost 2 seconds, and now it's down to almost half a second here. Malachi does have that short-term pace going for him. And I believe Cody Goforth did indeed retire. No, he hasn't actually yet. Which that's good. That's always good news. Shelby has moved up. That earlier pit stop has actually worked out. Jackson Alvarado also benefited big time for that pit stop. He's up here. Hey, look, there's Cody Goforth. How you doing, old chap? He's back out. Yeah, I guess they threw some duct tape in it. I don't really know. He's definitely slower, though. He's not... I don't think he's nearly still got the juice.
Sounds like he lost a cylinder, possibly.
Oh, that would be unfortunate if that was the case, but at least he's still running around just in case any other chaos and any other idiots decide to show up here and probably wreck out. He could take advantage. Meanwhile, Finn is just basically pushing Shelby into this corner right now as we head on to the front stretch.
Yes, we are. Shelby's going to look for a dive bomb on the 60. Not really much of a dive bomb when he's slow as molasses out there. Heartbreaker for that 60. Such a good day going downhill. You know he's got to be frustrated on that radio. He's just trying to get out of the way of people, holding up McKenna, but he's not trying to. He's just trying to be out of the way. And that's really difficult to do on a road course. Yeah, he's struggling out there. BUMCAR officials might have to want to look at parking him for not meeting minimum speed. But as we go back towards the front.
Yeah, we'll look into it. We'll give him another lap, and we'll determine. Based off of that, the gap has relatively not changed up here at the front between Malachi and Gabby. But, I mean, McKenna's... Dude, she hasn't moved up as far as I figured she would. She's kind of just been hanging out, hanging back. Maybe didn't quite have the same pace. Maybe she has some nose damage from the contact of just plowing right through Quinn Allen. that would probably make a lot of sense. Jasper Wow with the top 20, which that's a good result for him. I think he'll gladly take that result.
Yes, he will. After stepping into that car for an injury, Goforth just struggle on the struggle bus right now. Unfortunately, I'm getting a report that Bumcar officials are indeed gonna DQ the 60. Heartbreaker for that 60 after having such a good day going. Gonna go up, not even in smoke, just gonna
Be slow.
end up in a D. Yeah, it's gonna end up in what sounds like a cylinder letting go underneath the hood. Sure, they'll take it back to their shop and get that worked on. Heartbreaker for that number 60. Was running exceptionally well for himself.
Hey, it's Brian's cue here. I need to stop moving it up. Wow. Malachi Wilson is catching up to Gabby, still putting that pressure on as he goes wide there in that corner, unable to apex, and now, well, that gap is back down. But I think Cody Goforth is going to have a meeting with his Savage Racing engineers here and talk about what happened. He's not going to be very happy. Wouldn't be surprised to hear an absolute pipe bomb of a presser here after the race by Cody Goforth. As unfortunately, he will be pitting this time by. Off in the pit road. Maybe he has a boxing match with his officials, just like Sly Racing does. I guess with third officials.
That's if I know Goforth, that's not how he is. He's not gonna beat up anyone. He's gonna take it with stride. He knew he probably wasn't gonna run as good as he wanted to today. It's par for the course for that 60 team. Heartbreaker. As we go back up to the front, gap is right at 0.4 of a second. Malachi Wilson putting the pressure on Gabby. Just keeping that pastel pink, white, and blue number 21 Baskin-Robbins Chevrolet right in that rearview mirror of that number 13. It's going to be very interesting to see how Gabby responds and handles it.
Yeah, Gabby's done a great job dealing with the pressure. However, I mean, Malachi's just got a really fast car here today. Where's Nicholas Shockey, by the way? He had those issues. There he is. He's caught up in this pack. P18, unfortunately. I mean, he's run P4 before that little incident with Ezra. And to be fair, Ezra is a little bit on the slower end, so we may end up seeing them meet again. As now, here we go. We got a battle between Beast Racing teammates, Brian the Beast and Daniel Holt.
Oh, Daniel Holt and Brian the Beast battling it out. Inside the top 15, maybe even the top 10. I'm not 100% sure right now. But Brian the Beast having a really, really good race, doing what he needs to be inside that cutoff. Brian the Beast just trying to hang on. Actually, looks like Daniel Holt gapped him a little bit, gonna get to the back bumper of Chaz. Great move by Daniel Holt trying to make a move on Chaz. Gonna be side by side. Is he gonna make it work? Oh, Chaz slides over across his nose. Gonna hang on.
Chaz did come P2 in the bum truck race here last year, so he does have some road course prowess when needed. However, he does get moved a little bit out the way by Daniel Holt. Daniel Holt's being aggressive. This is the battle for the P10 right here, as they are just duking it out. Daniel Holt's going to take advantage. There's a brilliant move. He is top 10 now, and here comes the 88, looking down to the inside of Chaz. He's going to try to get himself P11.
I apologize for almost jumping in right there. I had a mic malfunction. Brian the Beast trying to get there on Chaz. I know I kind of stole the last part of your lap, but it's fine. But it is all good. Brian the Beast not going to get it on this occasion, but on Chaz. Chaz going to pull away a little bit. Did I see a car down pit road? I may have been seeing things wrong. I guess not. I apologize.
Savage is delusional.
It's all those fumes from these race cars.
That's true. All the fumes. I mean, we've been around here for
Yeah,
so
that's why
long. Where, I have a question. Kind of just looking
what's
at this
up?
place. Where is our booth? Up there?
My my spot's up there, but I'm standing like at the top. Yours is probably at that bridge, I'd assume.
Oh yeah. I'm on the bridge. With how this race is going, I'm contemplating jumping off the damn bridge.
This is why you gotta watch every single race of the Bass Racing League, ladies and gentlemen, because you never know what's gonna be said.
You never
So
know.
back to the
I'll
action,
really
please.
want to jump off this bridge, especially if Raymond gets past Zyler here. Raymond, Sin P6 just has really been unable to be as effective as he was last year. Probably because he hasn't wrecked anyone yet.
You know what? That is a valid point. Raymond's been a lot cleaner this year. Well, I'd say that. Not really. But the gap between Gabby and Malachi Wilson is still 0.43 out 5 seconds back to Reed Allen. Reed Allen's out of it. Gonna be really good, but Raymond trying to get around Zyler right now. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get there. I think Zyler might be a slightly better car as we are on 10 laps to go.
Wait, that's not 10 laps to go.
I can't math.
12?
Okay.
I think.
20.
Yeah, 20.
20. I can't math. Okay, that was my worst subject in school.
I thought you were. I thought you left the booth to get us some In-N-Out. Did you? Or Shake Shack? Did you get? Did you get us any?
I got me some Beast Burger actually.
What the hell? Well, in California, there's not too many opportunities to be able to eat this stuff, man. I'm fat and I'm hungry. I'm ordering using. Hold on. Shh. I'm using DoorDash and ordering me some In-N-Out.
I thought you were gonna use the Walmart app to get you some food.
Why would Walmart get me some? Why would? Yeah, I'm gonna use Amazon to get me
I mean, you probably
Haveline
could.
or Fred Meyer or IKEA.
Or Irwin Tools. Or Eneos, whatever that is.
Isn't that oil?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Oil and gasoline and Gatorade, my favorite.
Hey, that's what you need for a good tailgate. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I ain't never tailgated before.
Eneos is a synthetic oil.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh? Yeah, I didn't know that. As we have a little battle, Fizz and Jackson Alvarado having a war as I'm gonna let Brian take back over for right now.
Oh, what you gonna stuff your face with some? I don't remember. Concussion. I don't remember what you ordered.
Mr. Beast Burger.
There you go. Yeah, Wait, isn't that out of business?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure
No,
Beast
it's
Burgers.
not.
I'm pretty sure.
No,
I thought they shut it down.
no.
Oh my God, McKenna is just throwing blocks on Ty because why not? That was an intriguing move. I'm gonna guess Savage is gonna do some research for me here as we head on back up to the front here. Cabby's still absolutely dominating this race.
Mr. Beast Burger is still open. I just went to there, actually. Like IRL, I actually just went there.
Huh.
Yeah. I literally just went there the other day. It's was packed. But
Really?
Brian, I actually did just order you some food. It should be coming to your booth here shortly.
Thank you. I appreciate that because my fat butt needs some food. We got 10 laps to go now because I can do math. You can't. I was expecting Ezra to fall back. He really hasn't. They did repair some of that damage that was on the car, but he has. Honestly, it's kind of seemed to be his advantage because he's been running pretty fast thus far. Let's take a look at the fastest lap thus far. It goes to Ty. Has the fastest lap right now. This is a giant conga line. We'll get back up to that. Where's Ty? Ty P27. So fastest lap clearly does not mean a damn thing. Okay, let's get back up to the conga line. Finn is past Kaylee. What a move. Meanwhile, it's a Joey Bob versus Nicholas Shockey move. Oh, well, Joey Bob's just going to ride the curb because...
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Nathaniel Graves is going to get aggressive. He's going to take advantage. I mean, we're late in this race. They are going to become a little bit more unhinged. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a caution for someone being just a hair too aggressive into one of these corners.
I don't see it happening. Oh. These guys are a lot smarter than that. Are a lot smarter than Reckon last second. Reed Allen was P3. Maybe some pit strategy coming into effect, possibly. Maybe trying to get fresh tires. Maybe trying to steal a points for fastest lap. Maybe. Who knows? Or do we see Peel coming into pit road here very shortly? Maybe they don't have enough. Or maybe tires coming into effect. As the gap between Gabby and Malachi Wilson is still the exact same. We're watching this conga line right now. Going through the field, you see where your favorite driver is running.
Gabby's just been so dominant. I think she's led every lap except for one. I want to watch. Maybe they do end up throwing it down due to tires. Because they were only able to go about 20 laps last time. And they are seemingly lining up like they're pitting. I lied. Never mind. The thing is, those are scheduled pit stops. So maybe Reed Allen and Jerry Farrell underfield the car to try and get some better performance out of it. Zyler's going to pit. Zyler pits. Michaela's going to bite the bullet and pit. And this could screw up so many people's runs.
I mean, when one comes in, you might drag the rest in. Nathaniel Graves. Nicholas Shockey's coming in.
Very interesting.
Side by side, Jasper Wow and Nicholas Nathaniel Graves. I just saw Nicholas Shockey right there. There he is. Nathaniel Graves gets cleared by Jasper Wow. Good move by Jasper Wow to hang on.
Wow.
Jasper Wow. Yeah, Jasper Wow is wowing the field today with his performance. I had to.
I mean, for that 58 card, anything outside of dead last is a pretty good performance.
Yeah, very good job by them. Reed Allen back off pit road, going to pass Jackson Alvarado, but I'm not sure if Reed Allen is left. He might be.
He's not, no.
So, I don't know, Jack. This is interesting.
This is an interesting strategy call here. By the 24, fresh tires, he's going to be everyone's like 6 seconds a lap slower. He could still make up a bunch of time. Like, feasibly, he can get past all these guys within the time that he's had.
So, I don't know if he's going to get back to third.
Exactly, but maybe trying to get that extra. I don't know.
That's such a strange strategy call. I don't understand it. As the gap between the top two is now a quarter of a second. 0.2 of a second between the top two. They are gone. 10 seconds ahead of everybody else. Between these two, Malachi Wilson going to make a move. This is the closest he's been all race long. Malachi Wilson and Gabby, the dominant cars all day. Malachi Wilson going to try to step it up on the inside. Gabby's going to be powerful on the outside. Malachi's still there, trying to make it happen. He's gonna clear! New race leader! Malachi Wilson on the bridge.
But now here comes Gabby, side by side up the hill, commands the bravery of both drivers. Both keep it flat. Down into the hard braking zone. Can Malachi get past? No, he can't. He pushes it a little bit wide. Gabby's still there, down to the inside. We are going to have a bloodbath of a battle. Can Gabby clear up and out? No, they're still side by side. After the double left-hander, now Gabby's... Oh, we got damage. No caution. Noah's got severe rear end damage. Gabby's going to defend it from the outside and retains her lead. Noah's got significant damage. I am shocked that there was no caution called for that.
No caution called for that indeed. That might have been Malachi Wilson's one and only chance to get around Gabby. See a little battle back here. Contact! Little door slam. Not gonna make them too happy. Reed Allen just door slamming his way out of there. Let's go back up to this lead battle. Malachi lost 2/10 trying to get that lead away. And is now back to 4/10. Might have been his one and only shot. 6 laps to go. Malachi Wilson gonna have to drive it in really deep. Does a really nice job. Good rotation underneath that 21 car, but I don't know if he's... I think he may have done his one and only opportunity to get around that 13. That 13 dominant car all day. They lost a second to third place in Kenny Knight as they're coming up down the back straightaway. Right to you, Brian.
I would like to take a moment here to pause and take a look at the damage done to Noah. I mean, this was significant. I don't really know. Okay, well, actually, where am I going? I need to go forward. I don't know how this could have happened. We know the corner because we can see the tire marks. Let's watch here. Jerry Farrell did pit. He's got new tires. Uh-oh, I think someone just got ran over.
Jerry Farrell just... Oh my god, that's a violent hit. Jerry Farrell just said, no thank you, just decided to just dump the 6. I don't know if there was contact earlier in the race, but somebody did not like the way he was being raced right there. Just straight line.
Yeah, I mean... I don't know if I can really defend Jerry for that. That's just...
ridiculous.
Interesting racing, we'll call it. However, he's back out on track, so props to him for keeping it going. I mean, Jerry's going fast right now. He's moving.
We see some revenge?
Oh, we're pitting. We got more pits. The leader's a pit. Gabby's pit.
Malachi did not.
Kenny Knight did as well.
Is Malachi trying to play the strategy? Is Malachi Wilson going to do the overcut on the race leader for the race win?
I think the tires have just worn out to the point where it's you might as well pit. I mean, Reed Allen's back in the top 10. And he's absolutely moving. Now he's right there behind Gabby. So he just made up, because Reed was like 5 seconds back, and now he's up here with Gabby. I mean, the strategy may have worked. What a strategy call that may be.
Back up front. Malachi Wilson, 6 seconds clear, maybe more of the rest of the field. Does he pit? You kind of handed it to me here, so I'll take over from here for right now, if that's okay.
Yep, you're good.
Running a little bit wide. He's slowing. He's coming to pit road. The strategy does not work out. You cannot make it on fuel, so you had to do at least 2 pit stops. How good does the 21 crew do? He gets the pit road speed. He's coming to his box. Where's Gabby at? Because that's the battle for the race lead.
Oh, Reed Allen has massive damage.
Reed Allen has powered into Anna Struts, it looks like.
You would be correct. Oh, no, Reed. He had that. We're going to take a pause here. before we get back to the action up there, Reed Allen had this race, and it's that same corner that Jerry Farrell had issues in.
And it's exact same situation.
And plus, he got around Gabby, too. He was set up to be the race leader, because if I'm not mistaken,
He had the race locked up.
if I'm not
There's
mistaken,
Gabby.
I think Gabby's going to beat Malachi off pit road.
Yes, she will. But I saw that 88 car was your race leader. I think he may have stayed out.
He did.
He stayed an extra lap, coming to 3 laps to go. So he is your race leader. Sylvie Allen's up there in P2 at the moment. And there's Gabby right there behind them. Gabby may have just won this race because of Reed Allen having an issue with Anna Schutz. Here comes Gabby catching up to Sylvie Allen. Tires are completely dipped. Tire wear is big time right now. Sylvie Allen's just hanging on for dear life. That is going to be your race leader after these top 2 eventually come down pit road. She might just pass Sylvie Allen right here, unless she has an issue because we're coming up to the corner.
Nope, they're good. I mean, you can't write it any better. It kind of seems like Anna Struts took one to take out Reed Allen to allow Gabby, to allow her driver to continue forward. Because, yep, there's the pit stop from Brian DeBeast. I don't know if the strategy really was going to work out, staying out as long as he did. Maybe he thought he could go all the way. Michaela Richardson's up here. Now, wait a dang minute.
Michaela pitted earlier than Malachi.
So those warmer tires are going. She's going to go move up to P2. Oh, my.
Does Michaela Richardson have a chance here? She's got a big gap to make up to Gabby. 3.7 seconds is the gap.
3 laps to do it. Look at Jerry. Sorry to cut you off, but...
Yeah, Jerry Farrell made a great strategy call. Gets it to the top 5. Needed that big time. Actually, that's gonna be P4. Kenny Knight drops to P5 with Zyler P6. Otis and Chaz having a battle back here, and then it's just Raymond, Daniel Holt, Nicholas Shockey has worked his way up. Then Shelby pitted a lot earlier than these guys. I don't know how long Shelby's gonna be able to stay out. Car seems really, really, really slow right now. Those tires come into effect.
I think Shelby pitted with the rest of them. I think due to her undercut strategy earlier on in the race, she was able to benefit from all the issues that she had, and now she's actually up here within the pack, probably going to get the finish that she deserves. Malachi's just really slow. I don't think Malachi took tires because they realized that their pit strategy just didn't work. Look at him. He's way slower. So is Gabby. I don't think they took tires. I think Michaela did. Oh my.
Starting to catch up.
Oh, we got big damage. Big damage.
We got big issues. But no, caution is out on the speedway.
Yellow flags are on. So I do not know why we haven't had any cautions yet, especially if they're damaged that much.
Maybe they kept it going. Maybe that's why. Michaela's on the back bumper of Gabby. Gabby may have just cost herself the race win. 2 laps to go here in Golden State. Michaela Richardson going for, I believe, 2 in a row, correct?
Correct.
Michaela Richardson gonna look low. Gonna clear Gabby with these. Gives the lead up to Michaela Richardson.
The boogie woman of Bumcar. Like... In a race, you're not supposed to win this, Michaela. And she's still up here. Still having a great race. I do not know what happened with these guys back here in the back. Why they have so much damage and why they wrecked and on pit road. All I know is they Malachi and Gabby just didn't take tires. Probably because they panicked because, Reed Allen and that whole group, Jerry Farrell and Michaela, didn't all took tires and got the jump on them. So to be able to protect their lead, they decided not to take tires. But we are on the white
Very, very.
flag lap. Oh, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I was busy taking care of something up here in the booth. Michaela Richardson out to a 2-second lead on the white flag lap. The crew's already celebrating, and this is incredible.
What a strategy call.
Great strategy call. Did exactly what was needed. Caleb Richardson gonna win, and Jerry Farrell right on the back bumper of that 13. Can Jerry make the move to get into P number 2? Get a finish that he probably didn't think he was gonna get. Gonna drive it deep. Whoa!
What a ballsy move by the 14 and the strategy call from both these teams and drivers. You have to respect the just brilliance and the panic from the rest of the field caused by this ended up benefiting so well right into Michaela Richardson's hands as she's going to win her 11th race in Bumcar history, the second in a row this season. She's going to see the checkered flag here today at Golden State Motorsports Park. Jerry Farrell P2. Heartbreak.
And a heartbreaker
Heartbreak.
for Gabby. The fastest car all day, the dominant car all day, led 90% of the laps, was not able to do it. The top two a couple laps ago were not the top two now. Malachi Wilson and Gabby threw it away. Kenny Knight gets a top 5. Zyler P6. Otis P7. Chaz P8. Raymond P9. And Daniel Holt rounds out your top 10 here in Golden State. Daniel Shockey brings it home.
Nathaniel?
11.
Nathaniel Shockey.
Nicholas.
It's all good. Shelby. Great recovery drive. Brian with a P13. That should be good enough. Jasper Wow with a top 15. Brilliance. Finn with a top 20. Absolute excellence. Reed Allen, after all that, ended up P21 with a broken nose.
All torn up.
All torn up indeed. I'm just trying.
I want to see what happened.
Yes.
What happened to Miguel? Racing with.
Whoa,
John-
whoa!
Whoa! Did Johnsy just?
I was not expecting that.
Johnsy tries going to the inside, and maybe Miguel broke. Maybe Miguel hit the brakes a little bit before. Let's listen to the onboard here, because this is interesting. I want to listen to the onboard of Johnson's to see when he hit the brake here and was earlier.
It looks like he has fresher tires, so it looks like he just has the speed as well.
It was later.
Yeah.
Johnson did brake a little bit later. That's not your normal braking zone for that corner.
Maybe it was just an FU to Miguel and Slide Racing.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say that is Beast Racing and Sly Racing.
I mean, it's almost like his fresher tires. Also, like, he was able to get on the brakes later. Because you could definitely tell that, like, he is that much faster. He comes back.
I mean, he tried making a move so can't really put full blame on him. He, he was trying to. What happened to Kaylee here is the
I figured,
question.
yeah, I figured Miguel and Kaylee's incidents were,
Related.
yeah, they were not.
Happened a lot earlier,
Oh,
actually.
whoa!
Oh, on pit road?
Here you go. Here's a good view. No, that
And it just releases right
into his
in
teammates.
nose. Did Anna just slam the brakes?
I think you may have had what I like to call NR 2003 funkiness.
Because Anna already has damage.
Yeah, because that's from Reed Allen.
I want to see if Anna hit the brakes. Let's see. So 54 gets up to 60. Nope.
She accelerated. She just
She
also
definitely.
spontaneously combusted.
She just spontaneous. Oh my lord. Gotta love Golden State Motorsports Park, ladies and gentlemen.
Always chaos. We'll get your points here. Take a look at your top finishers from this one.
That was
I can't
a
believe
race.
that was a race, and I did not think that would be how it went.
I mean, that was a good race. Hey, go for it that last Noah finishes one lap down. Ezra, at Noah, Miguel, the last car is running. Kaylee, could have go for it. The Quinn Allen are your final three cars, but that were out of the race, the only cars to DNF today. And the rest of my cars were right next to each other, because why not?
Slow car. That we're gonna see what points are gonna look like.
Probably a massive shakeup after the Kaylee and a Struts wreck.
True.
Wasn't Kaylee one of the ones that needed a good day?
No, I believe she got it last time. Maybe. I mean, hey, actually, right here
Let's
we can
pull it
look
up
at
right
it.
here.
No,
Anna
Malachi.
Struts. Anna Struts, though.
That's true, but she kept racing,
Yeah, true.
and she was well above the cut line. I think Malachi is going to be good. I think Chaz is going to be good. I think Nathaniel and Jesse both are going to lose it.
Yeah.
I think actually,
Well, Nathaniel
I
had a
think the
decent
one.
day,
I think
so
the one's going to drop it.
please no. Guess what? Guess we're about to find out.
How's your anxiety feeling here?
It's up there for sure. Definitely up right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ain't finna
Come on,
cap.
Isabel.
Isabel, don't choke.
I've done just enough. I can't help you now.
I mean, it is just the one car's owner points. That's Bumcar season 2. I'm worried about
Two home season 3.
the tree. Scroll down here. Michaela's your points leader by Jesus H. Christ.
Oh my goodness, not again!
She did it last year and she choked, so I'm not stressing it. Zyler does get a protection.
Zyla jumps in.
And yeah, Malachi jumps up to P25.
Oh no.
Anna, Casey, Brian. So the 88 does get a protection.
Barely.
Chaz, Priya, Kaylee, Chloe.
Isabel's out.
Dang.
How did she drop that far? What?
I mean, 61 to 72. Yeah, it makes sense. They just everyone who needed to step up their game stepped up their game. Jesse Strutz loses it. Nathaniel Graves loses it.
Isabel loses it.
Isabel and the one loses it. But it's not really Isabel's fault, to be fair. It's not
No.
entirely. I think this is more of a. Where is he? Where is that? Yeah, that kid Flaky did not set you guys up for success.
Yeah.
Well, still got some more time. I'm out.
Yeah.
Peace.